Okay, so now that I've got my grid drawn, I'm going to use the 234 tape. There's a narrower version, and then there's this version. Either one is fine, but make sure you're getting the Scotch brand 234 tape. You don't want to get just the regular masking tape. If it's got a white liner, don't use that. So again, the Scotch 234, and it's got a little bit less tack, a little bit less stick to it. And so after you pull it off of there, you can't see it, but I'm kind of going over my apron a little bit. You can go over your jeans or whatever, and that's going to pick up a little lint and make it even less sticky. So I want to line it up with what the outside of my image was. Not the outside of my paper, but the outside of my image. And then got to do the other side. This doesn't really fit under there quite well enough so you can still see very well. I'll do what I can here. I probably should have used a couple layers of, or not a couple layers, but a couple side by side of the narrower. Again, kind of unstick it a little bit. And go right on where you know the edge of the image was. If you're not positive, look back at it and say, oh, yep, it lines up with the edge of my image, so I'm good there. And I'm going to rotate that one more time. Again, get it less sticky. Edge of the image, not the edge of the paper. Rub it in just a little bit, just gently press that down. And notice I've still got more paper there, so I can do a double row, and I can just bring that right to the edge. The other areas I'm going to have to trim a little bit. So this one I don't have to as much. But both ends I'm going to have to do that. So I'll rotate that around again. So I need to do that last one, because we want to cover those edges to keep them clean. Ah! The attack of the tape just attacked me. It's alright. I made it. I survived. And boom. Get the edge of the image. I'm not rubbing that down really hard. I'm just very gently rubbing down there. It's like soothing it. I'm just soothing it. I'm getting a little extra there. I shouldn't do that. Again, I bring that right up to the edge of the paper. I soothe that down. Then, what I don't want you to do, I don't want you to fold it over. Instead, I want you to take a pair of scissors and cut that off. Hold that thought for just a second. You can't see me now, but I'm looking for my scissors because they disappeared. You could also use an X-Acto knife. You already know how to use those. So if you still got your X-Acto knife, if you prefer to use that, you may. But you need to cut off the excess. Be careful, don't cut your white paper. But you want to cut off any of that excess tape. Don't fold it over because you double your risk of tearing your paper at the end if you do that. So you just want to cut off the excess. The ends and where it folds over there, or where it comes over the edge there. Again, you could just lay that ruler down and trim that with your X-Acto knife. That may be your safer option. Whichever one you're steadier with, that's what you should use. Again, I could have prevented having to do this if I had done 2 narrow rows of tape instead of 1 wider one. So I didn't plan very well. But you saw how well that worked out when I did the wider tape on the edge, on the other edge. Okay, so I'm trying not to cut my tape or my paper when I'm cutting off that excess tape. Okay, so I'm just going to do that on the other 2 sides, and then you don't have to watch that because you've already seen that. And then on the next video, I'm going to show you how to get started sketching in all your parts.